I think most rational people in the gaming community can for the most part all agree that Xbox Game Pass is a pretty good deal, right? But for some reason, PlayStation fanboys just can't accept that. They can't accept the fact that Xbox has anything nice, so they have to complain about it and try to make it look bad by using incredibly stupid arguments that rarely make any sort of sense whatsoever. So yeah, today we're going to be looking at a video from a PlayStation fanboy where he's going to explain to us exactly why Xbox Game Pass sucks.
Alright, y'all. So there's absolutely no reason to own an Xbox Series X right now.
Okay, but like, what is a reason to own a PlayStation 5 then? You know, and if you say exclusives, Xbox has exclusives. Xbox has Game Pass, but apparently those aren't good enough reasons to own an Xbox Series X compared to owning a PlayStation 5.
There is absolutely no reason. And I know you're gonna say, well, it's got the Game Pass, but check this out. Let's look at Game Pass, right? Let's look at all the Game Pass games, you know what I mean? Let's check it out. Let's see here.
Yeah, mate, I get it. We're gonna look at the Game Pass games. You don't have to tell me 5 times. Once is enough. There is this little thing called editing. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to cut like a boring filler piece of your video that really doesn't matter at all, you can cut that out. You don't just have to keep repeating yourself over and over and over again in the hope that you can fill up the fucking video.
Most of these games right here are old 360 games or...
Well, no, that's not really true now, is it? I just fucking like googled it, and there are over 300 games on Game Pass, and about 100 of those games are Xbox 360 and old Xbox games, which, you know, makes sense considering there are way more Xbox 360 and Xbox games than that there are current gen games or even last gen games. But yeah, you don't have to play them if you don't want to.
Look at these games right here. All of these games either I've played before or they're not that good. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess if you've never played any games in the past, you've never ever have.
Yeah, no, I can guarantee you this guy has never played fucking Morrowind, simply because he is too dumb to play Morrowind. Morrowind is an RPG without waypoints, which means that you actually have to read where a quest is and then go and find said place. But this guy will probably just write that down as quote-unquote bad game design, because walking in a straight line towards a waypoint is way more fucking fun than actually exploring a world. Anyway, that's a whole different conversation. This guy hasn't played more than half of these games, and even if he has, who cares? Then don't get Game Pass. But just because you've played most games on Game Pass doesn't mean that everybody else has. You know, I can assure you that most people haven't played like Banjo-Kazooie or Morrowind or Oblivion or all of the Gears of War games or all of the Yakuza games or all, I don't know, Paradox Grand Strategy games. I can guarantee you that most people haven't played all of them. I can guarantee you that you haven't played all of them. But let me guess, right? Those are just the bad games that you're talking about. Those are those terrible, awful games on Game Pass that no one likes because you haven't played them or you don't like them.
I think it's pretty good. You know, it's a pretty good deal, I guess. But I bought a new system to play new games. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these games, like Gears of War, all of these games, they're pretty good, but they were good back in 2008. You know what I mean? I beat these games.
Yeah, so they're pretty good, and they were good in 2008, but they're still good right now, so I don't see the problem. What's the fucking problem? These games are good, and they were good in 2008, but I beat them already. Yeah, that's great. Still good games, you know. I don't think a lot of people have played through every single Gears of War game. I haven't, personally. Would you prefer if they weren't on Game Pass? If these older games were not included on... Like, how would that improve Game Pass if it had less old games? You could say, oh, I need more new games. Yeah, but new games take time to come out, you know? And old games already exist, so they're easier to put on Game Pass than games that don't exist yet. Are you following me here? Or this guy's so fucking brain dead, I swear to God.
Already, you know what I mean? GTA 5, everybody has that game.
I mean, again, you're assuming everybody's played this game. I don't know, it's probably true, it's GTA 5, like it's one of the best selling video games of all time, so fair enough. But would you have preferred if the game wasn't on Game Pass? Like, why are you complaining? Oh, everybody's already played this game, okay. Does removing it add value to Game Pass? I don't think it does. I think GTA 5 being on Game Pass probably adds more value to it, you know, than it takes away. Also, maybe people have like a new console, or, you know, they're on PC for the first time where they don't own GTA 5, and instead of buying a new copy, they can just download it off this service.
You know what I mean? All of these games right here. So, I think Game Pass is honestly overrated, you know what I mean? Like I said, if you're a person who's never played any games in the past, or you don't care about any quality games, you just want a system to play games, you know what I mean? Game Pass is good, but you don't need a Series X to do that. You can do it on the old Xbox, you know what I mean?
Okay, but what if I want to play the games on the platform that is, you know, the best for running those games? Like, you know, I'd usually say that the PC is like the best platform when it comes to, you know, frame rate, graphics, all that shit. But most Xbox games, first-party games like Halo Infinite, are better optimized for Xbox Series X than for PC, right? And also, I'm pretty sure that some of the upcoming Xbox Series X exclusives are not going to be available on the Xbox One. So, you know, those are reasons to get an Xbox Series X over an Xbox One.
There's absolutely no reason to have a Series X right now. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, you're a fanboy. You just like PlayStation better because you're a Sony fanboy. Honestly, I got both. Xbox and PlayStation. If I hated Xbox, I wouldn't buy one.
I mean, that doesn't really prove anything now, does it? Like, Harmon Smith is one of the biggest Nintendo fanboys on YouTube. No, he's probably the biggest Nintendo fanboy on YouTube. And he has a gaming PC basically just so he can shit on PC gaming. That's the only reason he has it, so that he can play on it and talk about how shit it is. And you know, I kind of feel like that's what you're doing right now.
You know what I mean? I'm just being objective right now. I'm just being objective right now.
Shut the fuck up. No, you're fucking not.
With the PS4, I mean, it lacks some good games too. But at least they got the new Demon Souls remake. They got Returnal and Ratchet and Clank. I mean, granted, those games may not be for everyone, but at least they have some games. There's a reason to get a PS5.
Yo, this guy's literally talking about how Game Pass only has games people have already played before, but then he talks about how PlayStation 5 has fucking remakes. Yeah, man, that's cool, that's lit. That's great. Also, the new Ratchet and Clank is like 70 fucking euros, and what was it, like only 10 hours long? Yeah, that's not a scam at all, my dude. And Returnal, a game so broken at launch that the developer literally told people not to play the game. It's definitely worth a PlayStation 5. 10-hour long games that are way too fucking expensive, broken fucking games you cannot even play, and remakes. That is why you should buy a PlayStation 5, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely 100% worth the money.
But what are new games on the Xbox Series X? Zero. There are no games to get on the Series X that's exclusive. You know what I mean?
Okay, so to be fair, this video was made before Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon came out, so yeah, those games weren't out yet, but there were exclusives on the Xbox before Forza Horizon 5. Like, you could have literally just fucking googled Xbox exclusives and you would have gotten a list. Like, it's not that difficult. This is about the end of this guy's video, but he does go on to say that he doesn't hate the Xbox Series X and that he thinks that it's probably going to be a good console in a couple of years, but that right now it's basically useless and Game Pass sucks. Which I disagree with, but okay. But anyway, yeah, I hoped you enjoyed this kind of a little bit of a like shorter video. It's not a shorter video per se when it comes to time, but like it's not the most well edited video of mine, I guess. But yeah, so I should be able to upload a video on Forspoken either tomorrow or the day after that. If I cannot make those two deadlines, then it's going to upload after New Year's. So Happy New Year, by the way. Anyway, I'm just rambling on at this point, doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.